Good morning students. So in the last video we have learned about steps in decision making. So when you want to make a decision about purchasing any books, or if you want to select a topic, or how you can select a topic, on what condition you must select that, and what constraint you will select it, and finally how we will get into a decision making. Okay. So this you have seen in the last video. So in this video we will see about what you have learnt in the 5th standard. So what language or what software you have learnt in the 5th standard. So you might have learnt about Scratch, right. So in 5th standard you have learnt about Scratch. So you might be familiar with that. So you might have seen in the lab, you might have worked in the lab. Okay. So you are familiar with this. In 6th standard what you are going to learn is, so you are going to learn about presentation. Thus I am giving an introduction what you are going to learn in the 6th standard. Okay. So presentation and then the Excel, and you will be learning a new language, basic 256. Okay. So you will be learning a new language, basic 256, and you will be learning how to create a presentation. In 5th standard you have learnt about how to, you know about how to use Word, isn't it? In a system or in the mobile you might have known how to use Word. So for what purpose we are using Word? Microsoft Word, or in the mobile also in Microsoft apps you are having Word. Okay. So in this it is used for the text format. Okay. So what are all we are writing? You may write, type a paragraph, or you may type a question, or you might type a book, or you may type a paragraph. Anything you want you can type in that. You can also use image in it. You can also create table in it. Okay. So the question paper that has been typed is used in Microsoft Word only, isn't it? So what else you want? You can write a paragraph about your friend, about your book, or anything. Okay. It might even a book has been typed in a Word document. Okay. So in the Word you have learned in the 5th standard. In 6th you are going to learn about presentation, Excel and basic 256. Okay. So 5th standard la Word படிச்சிருப்பீங்க. Word, Microsoft Word ங்கிறது சிஸ்டம்ல இருக்கு. You might all been very well versed with that. Okay. Word எதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம்? ஒரு paragraph டைப் பண்றதுக்கு, question paper, sometimes அதுல நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுவோம்? இமேஜ் கூட கிரியேட் பண்ணுவோம். So Wordல என்னெல்லாம் மெனுஸ் இருக்கும்? So மொபைல்லையும் Microsoft Wordங்கிற ஒரு ஆப்ஷன் உண்டு. அந்த Wordல போனீங்கன்னா என்ன இருக்கும்? File and then edit, insert. So like this, so help, like this, window, like that you will be having menu. Okay. So home, in the home if you go and see, okay, what all be the available there? If you want, there will be bullets, 1, 2, 3 numbering, isn't it? So if you want to give a presentation neatly, then you will be using bullets and numbering. So 1, 2, 3 nu venum. Okay. Paragraph illama point by point venum. Point by point வேணும்னா அந்த ஒவ்வொரு பாயிண்ட்டுக்கும் சர்க்கிள் டாட் மாதிரி வைக்கலாம், இல்லை ஸ்டார் மாதிரி கொடுக்கலாம் இல்லையா. ஸோ இதே மாதிரி நிறைய நீங்கள் பார்த்துப்பீங்க, இல்லை ஸ்கொயர் மாதிரி கொடுக்கலாம். ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் புல்லட்டின். ஸோ அந்த சேம் திங் இஃப் யூ வாண்ட் யூ கேன் கிவ் நம்பர்ஸ் ஆல்சோ, 1, 2, 3. The numbers also it may be given in different formats. 1, 2, 3 you can give in 1, 2, 3 or Roman letter 1, 2, 3 or ABC or capital letter ABC. There are many formats for numbering also. So if you want you can use numbering, otherwise if you want you can use bulletin. Okay. So if you there are also many edit option. What do you mean by editing? Cut panni, cut, copy, paste, that is the editing. Okay. So if you want you will cut the some words or some line and then you will paste it in the some other part of the document, isn't it? So if you want you can cut. What is the shortcut key for cut? Control X. What is the shortcut key for copy? So for cut it is Control plus X, and for copy it is Control plus C, and for paste it is Control plus V. Okay. So for cut the shortcut key is Control X, and for copy it is Control C, and for paste it is Control V. So that is cut, copy, paste, or from the menu itself you can select, click and select. Okay. So what is the difference between cut and copy? So if you cut from a part and you paste it here, it will not be available anymore in the place, in the older place. So ஒரு இடத்துல இருந்து கட் பண்ணி இங்கே பேஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா எங்கே இருந்த இடத்துல இருந்து கட் பண்ணீங்களோ அந்த இடத்துல அதுக்கப்புறம் அந்த வேர்டோ அந்த லைனோ இருக்காது. In case if you are copying, okay. So if you are copying and pasting here, it will be available in both places. Okay, that is the difference between cut paste and copy paste. I think you must have well versed within that. And what do you by redo and undo? So இப்போ ஏதோ ஒன்று டைப் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்க, ஒரு லைன் டைப் பண்ணிட்டீங்க, அது வேண்டாம் அப்படின்னா என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க, இல்லை நீங்கள் தெரியாமல் கட் பண்ணிட்டீங்க அப்படின்னா அது திருப்பி வேணும்னா undo கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா அது திருப்பி வந்துடும். ஓகே, that is control plus Z. Redo means நம்ம செஞ்சதே திருப்பி செய்கிறது தான் என்னது redo. So undo and redo. So these are all the things you have been using mostly in Word. And then you know to give the font size and you have know to give the font name, Times New Roman or and then Arial, these are the main common and often used font style. Okay, and then font size also maximum will be using 12 or 14. So italic means it will be slanting, bold means it will be in bold. These are all the matters included in Word. Okay, in Word you have also learnt about inserting tables. Okay, so this is list. So you have learnt about inserting table. In insert menu, if you go and click tables, a table will be displayed. Okay, so you can select how many rows and how many columns. So the vertical ones are columns, the horizontal ones are rows. Okay, so if you, when a table is placed in which menu, insert menu. So if in insert menu, if you go and click table, it will ask how many rows and how many columns. As per your wish, you can give the number of rows and number of columns. So how many columns and how many rows you specify, the table will be displayed. So in this, how many rows and how many columns are there? 1, 2 and 3. Therefore here there are 3 columns and how many rows? 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 rows are available. Okay, the horizontal ones are rows and the vertical ones are columns. Okay, clear? So these all you have learnt in the 5th standard in Word. Okay, and what are all the things you have learnt? You know to mail, you have used email, okay, or Gmail, you might have used that. Okay, so in the mail also you have used in both in the system as well as you can also use in your mobile app also. Okay, so this both are more or less same only, just you are seeing in a mobile and that you are seeing in a system. Okay, in how will you mail? What are all the content in the mail? So there will be from, that is your one. So first it will be, there will be, you have to click the compose and then it will give a screen. So in that to and then CC and then so for to whom, and then if you want to give a copy of this you can give, and then the subject and then your window and then your attachment will be here. Okay, so this is the mail concept. So you might have known about how to give mail to another one and how to open a mail. So mail யாருக்காவது அனுப்பணும்னா என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டூன்னு போய் ஒருத்தரோட மெயில் அட்ரஸ் கொடுக்கணும். ஓகே, raj@gmail.com. okay, or another anu@gmail.com, anything, what also email ID you are having you will give, and CC if you want to give the same subject or the same content to another one, no, another email ID can be enclosed with CC, carbon copy. Okay, and then what subject, and then you will be writing the content. If you want to attach a file, ஒரு வேர்ட் ஃபைலையோ இல்லை ஒரு இமேஜையோ இல்லை ஒரு ப்ரெசன்டேஷனோ ஏதோ ஒன்று நீங்கள் அட்டாச் பண்ண அனுப்புனா அங்கே அட்டாச் ஃபைலுங்கிற ஆப்ஷனும் இருக்கும். இஃப் யூ கிளிக் தட் யூ கேன் அட்டாச் தட் ஃபைல் வித் திஸ் அண்ட் யூ கேன் சென்ட் டு யுவர் ஃப்ரெண்ட் ஆர் சென்ட் டு த எனி ஒன் டு வித் ஐடி யூ ஹவ் இன்சர்டட் ஹியர் ஃபார் தம் இட் வில் பி டெலிவர்ட். ஓகே, யார் ஐடிக்கு நீங்கள் போகணுன்னு கொடுத்துருக்கீங்களோ, யார் ஐடி இதில் மென்ஷன் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்களோ அவங்களுக்கு நீங்கள் கொடுக்க வேண்டிய கண்டென்ட் அவங்களுக்கு போயிடும். ஓகேவா? ஸோ அதுக்கு ஃபஸ்ட்டு மெயிலில் எது பண்ணுறதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க, கம்போஸ்ங்கிற ஒரு வேர்டை கிளிக் பண்ணுவீங்க, ஐக்கானை கிளிக் பண்ணுவீங்க. ஓகேயா? ஸோ வந்திருக்கிற மெயிலை பார்க்கணுன்னா என்ன பண்ணணும், இன்பாக்ஸில் போய் பார்க்கணும். ஓகே, ஸோ இன்பாக்ஸ். ஸோ இஃப் யூ கிளிக் இன்பாக்ஸ் there will be you will be seeing the mails what are all that have came to your mail ID. So if you are having a mail ID you can send to another one also, and you can see the mail IDs which have came for you from another one. Okay, so you have learnt about Word, you have learnt about mail, and next you have learnt about the internet and web browsers. Okay, in 5th standard you have learnt about the internet and web browsers also. So what do you mean by web browsers? So browsing means you are going on searching, isn't it? So you might have been using Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox. So these three you all might have known about this, isn't it? So you might have also been used with this. Okay, you might have been used Okay. So, in these 3 browsers there are also other browsers available, but these 3 are commonly used by all of them. Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox நீங்க ரொம்ப யூஸ் பண்ணிருப்பீங்க. இது எல்லாரும் யூஸ் பண்றது தான். இது வந்து எல்லாருக்கும் தெரிஞ்சது. இது போக நிறைய browsers-உம் available-ஆ இருக்கு. Okay. So, in this the browsers are also both available in system and in mobile. Okay. So, some Google Chrome, Google and then Chrome, these are all track the users. Okay. There are some browser engine that do not track users. What are all they are? DuckDuckGo, Yippee, and then Start Page, IX Unix. Okay. So, in this 4, DuckDuckGo, Start Page, Yippee and IX Unix, in this you will browsers and all, they won't track users. Okay. So, when you are using, if you want to be very particular about what you are searching, or if you want to keep the data very confidential, then you must go and search in the private. Okay. So, you must search in private browsers, otherwise you can private mode, that is not in private browsers, private mode you can search, otherwise after searching and seeing what are all you have searched, you can erase the history of the browser. Okay. So, if you these two are the confidential way that you can be very confidential about that what you have searched cannot be known to another person. Okay. So, there are some web browsers that do not track users. Okay. So, that I have mentioned here, right. So, you have learnt all this in 5th standard. So, you have learnt about the word, you have learnt about the Gmail, and you have learnt about the browser internet concept. Okay. So, in 6th standard you are going to learn about the spreadsheet, Excel, as if in Word ங்கிறது டாக்குமெண்ட்டுக்கு, அதே மாதிரி எக்ஸல்ங்கிறது it will be in the format of like this, in the tabular format only the Excel will be there. How you can enter data in this, how you can manipulate data and all you will be seeing, and spreadsheet is used for creating presentation. Okay. One picture or some text, how it flows, it can be used in the presentation, and you will be learning a new language, basic 256. Okay, clear. So, with this the first lesson gets over. Okay, the first lesson, as I have said already, it is a recap of what you have learnt in 5th standard. So, in 5th standard you have learnt about the scratch, you have learnt about the guidelines of making decision and steps in decision making, and what are all the lists and tables, Word, Gmail and internet browsers. These are all the topics you have learnt in 5th standard. So, this lesson 1 is just a recap of what you have learnt in 5th standard. So, from the second lesson only we are going into your 6th standard concept. Okay. So, I think you will be clear about this. Thank you, students.